Hello golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today's video is a very important one. I have been looking at the ArmMotion and the Optishot. I just got the ArmMotion. I got it for around $100, and I've been tinkering with it and playing with it and testing it out, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get better at golf uh, this winter, and I really want to try to break 80 consistently. That's kind of my goal. I'm right at an 8 handicap. I'm right at that 80 point, and I really need something that is going to help me improve over the winter. And I've been playing with the Optishot. The Optishot has done a great job of helping me get better. I am looking into the SkyTrack, but I just can't afford it at the price. And so the ArmMotion was an option. It was around $100 with just one clip. You could get 13 more clips for another $100. I have not done that. I actually only have 4 of the clips. I got for $30 you can get 3 more clips. So I tried that. And so I've been testing it out, and I wanted to see which simulator or which system is going to be most productive in helping me get better. I want to improve and I want to break 80. So after trying it out and testing out the ArmMotion and the Optishot, I have come to the conclusion that I am going to stick with the Optishot, and I have 3 reasons for that. All right, drum roll, please. Here are my 3 reasons why I am going with the Optishot over the ArmMotion to get better this winter. Number 1 is the idea of the clip system. I do not like the clip system of the ArmMotion. Number 2 is the accuracy of the ArmMotion. I don't think it's very accurate because of the different variables. And number 3 is the game improvement. It is much more difficult, I feel, to get better using the ArmMotion and its data. So now let's take a look at those 3 reasons individually. Reason number 1 why I'm going with the Optishot over the ArmMotion is the ArmMotion clip system. I am not a big fan of this clip system. I think that having to put clips on all my clubs and then having to switch the sensor between clubs is very time consuming. It's very cumbersome, and it causes a lot of problems. The clips are made of plastic. They're kind of difficult to get onto the clubs. I've had clips fly off the club with the sensor in it. I've had to redo the clips constantly. And so I'm not happy with the actual clips. Not only that, but it only comes with 1 clip. And for 13 more for another $100, I just don't feel it's worth it. The clip system also is not as reliable, I think, as the sensors of the Optishot. The clip system, you really have to get it aligned exactly with the bottom of the club face to have a good read on your swing. And I think this can be very difficult as the shots are going. The clips can move around and you have to readjust. It's just not very ideal for getting in good practice. And then one of the other little pieces is that I don't want to have to take off the clips off my clubs every time I go and play around and then put them back on the clubs every time I come back to practice. I just think that that is a waste of time, and it's not going to help me get better like the Optishot does, in which I can just get in there and hit ball after ball after ball. So that is reason number 1 is the clip system has moved me away from the ArmMotion and towards the Optishot. Reason number 2 why I'm moving to the Optishot over the ArmMotion is the accuracy. I'm not saying that Optishot is the most accurate simulator out there, but I do believe it's more accurate than the ArmMotion. The ArmMotion has a lot of variables that are going into the data and the calculations for your shot. For example, the ArmMotion uses the quiet period before the shot to gauge the data and to make its estimation. So when you are setting up to hit your shot, it will look at where your club face is, and that will be the 0 club face. And then from there, it's going to estimate where your shot is going to go and the data that it's going to use. And so I found that the club face angle and the um, swing path are really off. And if you don't get it lined up exactly correct in terms of your setup, then your data is going to be completely off. And add that into how the um, clip and the sensor is aligned, and you got all kinds of variables going into each shot. I also have looked into the ArmMotion and looked into different things of how they get their data. And the one thing that they say is they use a lot of estimations. It's a lot of just calculating numbers based on that quiet period of before the swing. And I just think that it doesn't provide a very accurate read of your shot. I have found that my ball flight tends to always be a draw. I have a really hard time hitting a fade, even on some of the shots that I see go off to the right. They still draw back towards the middle, and that's very frustrating. And so the Optishot, I think, does a better job of getting my ball flight. Even though I don't think it's perfect, it does a lot of calculations also. As you've seen in my other videos, I have a lot of frustrations with the Optishot in terms of some of the accuracy. And, you know, when you hit a fat shot and getting the long 300-yard shots, those type of things. But I am willing to put up with that for less variables. I just think the ArmMotion has too many variables going into it. It's one reason I think that they have moved it and want you to integrate it with the SkyTrack is because of the accuracy of it. I just don't think it's going to give you the club face angle or the swing path as well as the Optishot. The Optishot also has it can show you where you hit the ball on the club, and I think it does a better job of that also. So the accuracy of the ArmMotion is moving me towards the Optishot. And reason number 3 why I'm moving towards the Optishot and not the ArmMotion is the game improvement. I don't think I can get better using the ArmMotion like I can with the Optishot. I may be able to get better, but I just don't think that it provides me the data that I want. The big data that I'm going to use with the Optishot in trying to improve my game is the club face angle, the swing path, and the contact. And with those 3 things, I think that I can really improve using the Optishot. The ArmMotion, I just don't think is as accurate with those things. The Optishot also has a way where it has the target circles that I can use to gauge if I'm getting it close to the pin. It also has the fairway lines that I can use to gauge whether it's inside a certain distance from the middle of the fairway. It gives me averages after each session of hitting balls. I can get an average on the Optishot of my shots, and I can get the number of times I hit it within a certain distance and the number of fairways that I've been able to hit. The ArmMotion doesn't do that. You can still see your statistics. You click on the graph and you can go and you can look at each individual shot, but it just doesn't summarize it like it does with the Optishot. And when you are in the actual simulator, you're hitting balls and you're not really getting a good gauge of the data and how you can actually use that data. And so the idea that I'm going to get better using the ArmMotion is going to be more difficult. And the Optishot, I think it simplifies it. So that's reason number 3 why I'm moving towards the Optishot. All right, golfers, there you have it. My 3 reasons why I'm choosing the Optishot over the ArmMotion for my winter practice sessions. I feel that I can improve more using the Optishot and the data that it provides than I can with the ArmMotion. The ArmMotion is a great value if you want to try it out. You can get it for around $100, but I just don't think it provides the value of the Optishot, the ease of use, the ability to get out there and just hit balls and to have it summarized and to really focus on the data that counts. And so I am going to use the Optishot and put together a practice plan and a practice routine that I'm going to use this winter. I'll put up a video on that in a little bit. But for now, I'm looking at the Optishot as my way to improve and get better at golf. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm here posting videos to try to help everybody get better at golf using a budget simulator and to improve our golf game so that we can have the greatest experience on the golf course. So please subscribe and please comment down below if you have any ideas or thoughts on the ArmMotion and the Optishot.